We got a couple show people here. Hello, welcome to Characters. Welcome.
What's up,
Uh,
everybody? Welcome to the best goddamn character show on this or any side of the rectangles. I'm coming at you live from a new location. Can
oh,
you believe?
yes, an undisclosed location. Now, Eric, you got into some trouble because you disclosed your address on this
Yeah.
very show, and now you're at a new address. And I feel like you're. This is one where you're not going to say it, right?
I would never do that, especially because my landlords live on the first floor. So I would be doxing not only myself, but also them. So
Nice.
do not send me mail to 62 Gelston Ave, second floor in Bay Ridge, 11209. Don't do that.
That is, I'll tell you what. I was daring you to do that, and I didn't think you'd do it. I
Oh,
didn't think you
come
would
on.
just consider that there.
Come on. Hello there, hello there. Yeah, somebody sent me. I'm sure they don't mind if I mention this. Kathy L, longtime viewer, sent me a
Yes.
very nice letter last week that I opened up and read and shared with Justin, and it's really sweet. It talks a little bit about Honeycrisp apples and how they're the superior apple.
Yeah.
Um,
Which honestly, as a private correspondence, like I'm fine. Have your secret Apple talk when in public. We just know what the real is.
Okay, that's fine then. That's great. Yeah, dirty secrets behind closed doors. Speaking of closed doors, I have another crazy closet, and no, you'll never know what's in this one either,
I believe
unless.
people just want to see the doorknob, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that I forgot about that. There's a lot of fetishizing of the doorknob. It's a good doorknob. It's a really nice one. So
Nice. Uh, it is. It also is an oddly tiny closet. What was in there? Like, what sort of corpse or weird, like, human teeth were in there when you first moved in?
it is a really weird closet. The previous owners were one. They had two children, so every cupboard is child locked, and that, if my friends, is very annoying. It
Ah,
is. It takes me twice as long to get anything that I want, and I
you'll
don't.
never because you have to get into your child character and
I
then
need to
scratch
like.
it.
I get down and I like kind of scratch at it, and yeah, it's just horrible. The second thing is that every like cupboard shelf, every shelf in the closet has been nailed and glued in, so there is no way to change the inherent struct. The bones of this place are going to remain the same no matter what. So we can't put cereal in the cupboards because there's no way to remove a shelf. So all that
Wow!
cereal has to be out. And so this closet does have like four shelves that are like just gonna be
It's like,
what they are.
don't you dare glued. That's a strong choice. You're committing to the height of your products,
Mhm.
and you never know if products are getting taller.
It's true. And I will say though, I'm complaining a lot, but this place is amazing. It's beautiful and it's wonderful. Do I ever do the concussion football player with real beer, Eric? Don't be a bitch. Heart, piano, smile, streams, and clips. Let's get into a little bit of lore real quick before we start the show. I love doing a little bit of lore.
Uh,
When I do it with real beer, I immediately throw up afterwards. That
I mean,
happens.
I could add to this lore. When Eric first did this, he fully used real beer, and I want to say never did it for real before. Never fully drank all the beers
I
before.
never I
Say,
never made it through the amount that I did because nowadays in my old age, I do I think 3 of them, and I used
yeah,
to do 5 of them,
five.
and 5 of them was bad.
Ran off stage the first time he did it. The audience loved it. It's one of those characters. The audience is like, "Yeah,
It gets so
chug!" Everyone's
hyped.
like fully invested. Eric runs off stage into the green room, which was the size of the closet behind Eric at the theater we were performing at, and barfed in this wastebasket. It was like a size of a medium bowl.
This
It
was
was
the
like,
this was
yeah,
like
it was for a green room in a comedy theater. It was a tragedy that the garbage was that tiny.
for a green room in a comedy theater, the fact that it had a trash can is, like, why we deserve not to be paid. Like, that
But
was a
at the
win right there.
we're talking about the UCB theater in the East Village, the Beast, as it was known. The main UCB theater had like a drum you would put garbage in. It could hold hundreds of dildos, and in this one, you could fill it could hold four at best.
It
And
could
that
hold.
is not comedy. That's NC. That's not comedy.
No, it's not comedy. Not nearly enough dildos, and not ne it was comedy in the fact that it was a comically small trash can.
Oh, that's true. That's a fun choice.
It is a fun choice. Speaking of fun choices, if you were here to see some freaking characters say some freaking words so you can, dare I say it, freaking laugh? Then you came to the right place, folks.
Wow.
You came
Yes.
to the right place. How about we
This
get
is
started?
not some sort of game show where Eric moves into different apartments and do we see how long it takes for him to expose his address? No, it's not that. It seems like that, but it's not that.
It's not that because it would be a one episode season, very short show, and we
That's
need
true.
something that is sustainable. That's the thing.
Vegas had you at plus or minus 2 shows before you doxed yourself, but they lose again. I took the under, so I'm payday.
I don't know if you weren't at the show, Justin, but fans of the show will know that a week before I moved into this place, I also casually mentioned my address. So it's the way under.
You're inviting the people. Agents and managers are going to be dropping by all the time, I'm sure, because that's how it works in the biz. But folks, it's character time.
Let's do some freaking characters. I'm so excited. I am pumped. Are you ready to introduce this first person?
I am very excited. I get up early. I have a kid, so I'm turning on the TV and I'm seeing this guy every chance I get. Please welcome out to the Rectangles in a rare nighttime appearance, a morning news reporter.
Yeah.
Good morning. I'm Jamal Jackson, and this is AM Breaking News. America, I need you to listen closely. Get everyone around you to come closer to the television because what I'm about to tell you can mean life and death for everyone around you. Oh my God. No. Fuck, I left the iron on at home. America, in the face of tragedy, we may disagree on the best way to respond. But one thing we can all agree on is that we hate wrinkles. You see, this morning, my collar had a nuisance of a wrinkle. I'm sorry, my control room is telling me we don't have time for the portion of this story in the face of real and actual tragedy. America, could this tragedy happen to you? It's actually so stupid. I couldn't go back to my apartment because I accidentally left my keys inside of the apartment. And my only spare is here in the studio. Somewhere. Unless I gave that set to my mother. Control room, can someone please call my mother? America, what you can trust me with is the news, which is exactly what we bring to you each and every morning. Back to our lead story, which is breaking news just in. I am fucking spiraling. I must definitely also left the gas on. The last time I did that, I came home to twin parakeets that were dead and a paralyzed turtle. The exotic fish, they belong to my ex, so frankly, I'm glad they died. Thank you to my local fire department for getting each and every person safely out of the building. I was so fortunate in America, so amazingly fortunate. You see, the candle I accidentally left burning didn't set off an explosion. And besides the 186 weeks of home safety program and my immediate eviction, I recovered. Let's get real, America. Doesn't everyone drive off once with the gas pump still in the tank? Or fall asleep in the bathtub with the water still running? Or drive off with the baby still in the shopping cart? But let's focus on the facts, America. Babies don't have reliable memories. I come to you each and every morning being fair and objective. Some of you may have heard allegations from my ex calling me dangerous to humanity. Well, I say to that, we have breaking news on a national lead story. Oh God, this report is terrifying. Irons left on at home are one of the top 7 leading causes of house fires. Statistically speaking, if 7 of you are at work watching this report right now, 1 of you will go home to a house decimated by your iron. You should be concerned. You should go back and check right now. Because you know what? I know you're like me. You're concerned that your half of the apartment that you're splitting with your ex until you find a new place will be on fire. And if you're like me, Most of your half is kitchen. But finally, I want to tell you the breaking news, America. However, I've got to run because my mother is here at the station with my house keys. Thank you.
So good.
Steve Gray, everybody.
So stupid.
That is so funny. Great.
Honestly, really just a series of stresses that I feel in my own personal life.
Yeah,
brought to bear.
Yeah, I've done it before. I've been like,
Are
oh,
you
man.
are you two, either of you two, like that in real life? Do you leave the house and are immediately like, fuck, did I lock the door? Fuck, did I leave this on?
The stove is the one that gets me every now and again. Where
All
I'm
the
like,
time?
fuck. Well, not. It's just like I go when I go back, it's never on, but it's just in the brain, you know.
I have a friend that was staying with me, and one time I got up, and this like the Bialetti, like the coffee maker, it was on, and the coffee was bubbling, and he was gone. I was like, "What's happening?"
A buddy of mine, his roommate left the burner going on 2 separate occasions, and they woke up the next day and it's just like blazing fire out of the stove.
Holy shit!
That's the vision I have all the time.
That's so bad, and that's why I don't cook.
Well, here's the thing: you can still cook if you just are a little careful about it. Because cooking there's more benefit in the cost benefit analysis there. Cooking is good.
I don't know about that.
So you order out or you go out?
I will say I do order food a lot.
And what address do you get your food delivered to?
It goes to 62.
Way to get the double check in there, Steve. That's awesome.
Really, really good. Really, really good.
Robin Richmond in the comments really echoing your philosophy. Pro tip: don't ever use anything in your apartment, and you'll never worry if they're on.
Yes. No shower. Frankly, no bed. That's it. Yeah, it's smart. That is the smartest way to do it. Gosh, Steve, what have you been up to lately? How have you been?
I just came back from Disney World with my 2 nephews.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm freaking exhausted.
Who had more fun?
The 9-year-old definitely did. He was like on butterbeer and like got a wand and just was like on another level. I had a lot of fun too. I was mostly surprised by so many adults without kids, and also people who like adults with matching like Harry Potter t-shirts or like specific Tower of Terror t-shirts. Like there were groups there that was like no kids. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Host of the show, Michael Hartney, big Disney guy. He goes.
Michael has not done this show for a while, but Steve, wherever Michael is, he just woke up if he was asleep. Both his eyes just
conjured him.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, adult Disney is sort of a trigger word for him, a positive trigger. I don't know.
It's his what is it? Is it Manchurian Candidate or whatever? The trigger word.
It activates it.
That's really fun though. It is exhausting. I did it before the pandemic with my sister and my 3 nieces and 1 nephew, and it was a lot.
It was funny. One of my nephews, we got on this run like Aerosmith ride that we didn't know was a roller coaster because we thought everything was inside. It was like virtual or whatever. So he was like checking. He's like, does this go upside down? Is this high speed? And we were like, we don't think so. And it turned out to be a roller coaster.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. He didn't speak to us for like 25 minutes.
Yes.
Wow. And a kid days or kid minutes, that's a long time.
Yeah. And then afterwards he was like, okay, let's go on again.
Correct. Remind me, which Aerosmith, what Disney movie were they featured in? Are they sort of Goofy adjacent? Are they?
They are actually. They're all of them. The entire band is actually a singular Disney princess because they're in.
As members that's right.
I forgot about the Disney Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster is what.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I'm not aware of that. Is that like off to the side? Was that decided in the 90s and they were like, just keep it?
They're like, we can't do anything about it.
Kids love Aerosmith.
My only, I'll quickly tell my best story from when I went to Disney right before the pandemic was, I decided I wanted to pay for one big meal for everybody, and we went to a morning like breakfast buffet called like Chef Mickey's Breakfast Buffet, and it was like
Yes.
dry eggs and like tiny little pieces of bacon and like
I mean, he's a
fruit,
cartoon.
basically.
He's bad in the kitchen. He's not good.
There's just like nothing there. It was just like it was a continental breakfast. It was literally a continental breakfast. And the kids didn't eat anything because they were so excited to meet all the Disney characters. And so the waiter comes around and I was like, hey, and I gave him my card. I was like, I'm paying for this. Like everyone will make a fuss if you bring the bill here. I'll just
And
pay.
as we've established, what you gave him was a Best Buy gift card. Just trying to check in here.
I gave him a Best Buy gift card and 7 paper clips and a piece of paper that said the word money on it. Yeah.
Does this work?
So I didn't even see the bill. I just like paid for it.
Baller.
He comes back. He hands me my card back with the receipt. It was $600.
I would pay $600 to just capture the look on your face when you look at that bill. And
it was like $65 per child and like $85 per adult or something like that. It was like the split was insane.
You're gonna be a great dad because you're already living.
Oh my God. The craziest thing that happened to us is one of the roller coasters stopped because there was a technical issue. We were the next car going. And because when they shut it, it was the Rocket. And because when they shut it down, all the power goes out, they had to get a machine to like pull open like the thing that like locks us into the ride. So that was
that is very scary.
Bring out the machine. We have to free these people.
The jaws of life, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So Steve, do you have anything you want to plug or promote? You got any shows coming up?
Come to Union Hall. Characters Welcome on Sunday.
Yeah.
Characters Welcome Sunday, Union Hall, 8 p.m. You can see Steve Gray live in a basement where there's beer.
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. Come early, stay late. We will be doing the same.
We will be there. There's a ticket link there at the bottom. Please just come. We did it last year and it was 120 some people came. It was awesome. We all partied afterwards at the bar. And if that sounds like your cup of tea, buy a ticket.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a blast. Steve, thanks for being here. We'll see you very soon.
Yes. Have a good week, everyone.
See you, buddy.
Later. Great stuff.
So
really got into the issues. We have another question here for you, Eric. How long did it take you to master the Bell dude trying to get his girl back?
Great. Solid cue. Let me just say technically what I did was I bought a set of ascending bells that was 2.5 octaves, however many notes that is, that's how many it was. And without even knowing if I would, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I remember when you pitched this, this is when you were on the team. I was Hardy and I were running the team, and you were like, "I'm gonna buy these bells and do this." And we were like, "Okay, man. I don't know. You don't know how to do that, but let's see what's up." And
every one of my pieces that I pitched to you guys were like that. Even the beer one, I was like, all right, I'm gonna chug a 6-pack. And here's the loose character. Yeah. But anyway, I bought these bells without knowing if my hands would even work in that way. I built the suit with the lowest note being all the way down into the left on my thigh and the highest note being all the way up here. So it just goes like this, like low to high. And then, I just looked up, I think I looked up like a MIDI keyboard version of the song that was like very simple. And if it was a chord of 3, I would find the 2 notes that my hand could reach, and just slowly over the course of a while, I would rent a studio space that is normally rented by improv teams to practice this. And twice I got kicked out of the shittiest studio in Manhattan.
Champions?
I think it might have been Champions. It was like the 21st floor, whatever the place was. Those places are dead to
Sounds
me.
like Champs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would go there and I would practice for like 15 minutes. A guy would come in and he'd be like, no.
Yeah. No, fuck out of here. That's funny. And can you imagine the other acts they let stay? What like
it was
weird,
literally
fucked up stuff that was happening, and they were
it's
like
an improv.
No,
Yes, it's like 12 20-somethings like screaming as loud as they can in a circle, like, and that's okay, but me not okay. I don't know.
Yeah. Folks, great stories like that don't come cheap. So if you wanna if you wanna support
Sure.
the show, throw us some cash, throw some cashola, the two different kinds of money we take here. And this money goes to our tech. It goes to keep us going here. So please hit us up at our business Venmo. Characters welcome. Throw a comment in there. We will read it on the air. That's a guarantee. That's a promise.
That is a promise. Okay, say it. Put it up. We'll say it. We've said all sorts of silly things in the past. And
Yeah,
hell, we'll
I've
keep
given away
doing it.
my social security number so many times that I have truly lost my own identity.
And that is that's the plot of the Born Identity, right? The Born Again Identity is
Yeah,
about.
the born again Christian identity, which is a very small movie. It's not a lot of action, but it's the style.
Yeah.
It's like Veggie Tales. But
I love VeggieTales. I
no,
love VeggieTales.
no. What do you love about that?
Silly songs. The songs. They're good.
Wow, so intense. I love the silly songs.
I'll say this right now. You can put this on a T-shirt or on my grave. VeggieTales, silly songs with Larry walked, so Bo Burnham could run. I said it.
I don't know who or what you're talking about, but please in the comments if you can translate that particular Ericism, I'd love to hear it.
It's true. It's true.
All
right.
Great. Shall we welcome out our next character? Very excited to see this.
So I'm pumped, I think. Let me just precede this by saying there are certain things that cannot be done in this small confined space with this character. And so Jorge will be helping out by reading some of the stuff that is going to happen. All right?
It's great.
Fantastic.
Great. Slight caveat, but again, we don't know what's happening. We don't know who's performing or what's happening. So that was just a random caveat that we often give. And real quick comment from Z-Core Zeppelin 10, $600. Goofy, better give me a happy ending. That's the Disney way. That's what Walt Disney said. His last words were that exact comment from Z-Core Zeppelin 10. Right before they froze him in carbonite, just like Han Solo.
That is so fucking funny.
Ready? Are you ready, Eric?
Yeah. I'll be ready.
Fantastic. Folks, this next character, I knew this man in my time as a child in upstate New York, just trying to figure out what it meant to be an athlete. Please welcome to the Rectangles, a T-ball coach.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nicht mehr alleine tanzen.
All right, guys, listen up. It's the bottom of the ninth, and we're down by a lot. But I'm still really proud of you. You all are the best 8-and-under T-ball team I ever coached. So y'all can hold your heads up high, all right? Because there's only one thing left to do. And that is let me bat, because I was born on Leap Day in 1992. And in the eyes of the law, that makes me a 7-year-old. All right. Now remember, everybody, I don't want to do this. I really want to do this. I am a team coach. A lot of things in my life didn't happen good. So God gave me the gift of being a Leap Day baby so I could terrorize children's sports until I die. Okay, yep, I'm up. I'm serious. Check my ID. I'm a 7-year-old child. My favorite food is dinosaur chicken nuggies, and my favorite drink is any IPA. The regulation jersey, size kid extra husky. And if you don't mind, I'd like to tear this baseball a brand new butthole. Boom!
Eric hits the baseball into the audience. It is very safe, and it doesn't hurt anyone or spill any drinks at all.
Woo! Yeah! All right! I am a god! Yeah! All right, guys. Most important thing now is to be a good sport. Okay? Now, we need a pinch hitter because, no offense, Robbie, but even for a 6-year-old, your mechanics are absolute dog shit. Okay, let's see. Who to put in? Off the dome, I'd say me. All right, yep, I'm up again. Yes, I am serious. Have I tried adult softball? Yes, I did, but it was hard, and when I cried, no one took me out to get ice cream. Now, if you'll excuse me, I want to see what it looks like when a baseball dies. Boom!
Eric hits the baseball even harder. The audience loves it. They are not scared at all.
Woo! Oh, your dad's gonna beat me up? Well, then he'd go to jail because that is assaulting a minor. Did the ball go that way? Did the ball go that way? I think it went that way. Yeah! Woo! All right, guys. Are we all having fun? No? Weird. I'm having a great time. And maybe I wouldn't need to keep bailing you out if you played less like children and more like grown men with everything to prove. Think about it. Now, sit tight, everybody. I'm going to go be a hero again. Hello, what's that? Have I thought about how this is affecting the kids? Wow. Damn. That's actually a really good point. Kids, hold your glove up over your face so you don't die. All right.
As per the rule of threes, Eric once again hits the ball into the audience. People are glad they paid $10 to see this show on October 2nd at 8 p.m. at Union Hall.
Woo! Yeah! Oh, hold on just one sec. It's not fair? Well, you want to know what's really not fair? That to marry me, my wife had to register as a sex offender. Anyway, we won. Now remember, everybody, there's no I in team. But there's an M and an E, and I am this team. Now, somebody's mom needs to drive me home because I can't get my license until 2058.
Eric Feurer, everybody. Bringing that tight T energy, the tight T ball.
She's a little tight. She's a little tight.
It's just what you want. A lot of in the comments, Kevin Wilcox got hit twice by the balls that you hit out there. So I feel like you really need to look at that.
Well, that makes sense because Kevin also, I think, got hit by a microphone stand twice at our last Union Hall show.
That is accurate, actually.
So,
and that was you, right? Bogbird was running loose.
Once it was me, and once it was the great Allie Brown.
Yes, of course. I forgot how crazy both of your characters were. Peeling that tee off. Now, Eric, did you play t-ball as a young one?
I did. I wish I had this picture to show you. I have a baseball card from when I played t-ball, and I was my stats were on it, and I was 4 foot 8 inches and 48 pounds.
4'8".
Yeah.
Wow, what a perfect stat line.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's
right?
great. So did it have any of your actual stats of hitting the tee?
No, but once I graduated to like pitching, I basically just would get hit with the ball a lot because I was left-handed, and so pitchers would just hit me a bunch, and that was mostly what I did. That's how I produced for the team.
And that's good. That's a value. What a valuable lesson in how to contribute to society. That's what's fun about t-ball is it's a sensible version of baseball for children.
It is true. That's exactly what it is. I am a little bit worried about hitting these balls into the audience. I don't know if that's going to be okay or not.
I think it's great.
You think it's fine?
Yeah, they're soft. They're plush. It's like someone throwing a delicate Beanie Baby at you.
As hard as they can. Yeah.
I mean, I could. I don't know if you're quite the Don judge that you think you are.
Careful. Excuse me.
I don't know how much pride you have wound up in this baseball situation.
We'll see. Thank you also, Jorge. Special shout out to Jorge for perfect reading.
Jorge's narrator voice is excellent. I felt Ken Burns-esque.
It was good.
Thank you.
While we have a sec, let me shout out. We do have a Venmo in here, which feels like I may really burned myself. From Robin Richmond, called shot. Justin's going to say, if you want to throw us some bones, cashola when talking about this Venmo, which I did do almost word for word. Robin Richmond, knowing too much. And here comes a second one from Robin Richmond.
That's good, Robin.
Justin, you weeder, you didn't read my comment, and now whenever you actually do it, it's going to look like I didn't send it before you said Cashola. I'm ruined and I will never recover.
That's tough. That's rough out there.
Robin Richmond, your contributions, both monetarily and from a comment status, are excellent.
They are excellent. And listen, we believe you because Justin is, if nothing else, a predictable beast. I will say.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Are you trying to call? Do you have a prediction about my character that you want to make, as if you're some sort of?
Not only do I have a prediction about your character, I have a list of predictions about your character. Top of that list is there's going to be a list.
There's going to be a list. Interesting. Okay.
I bet you.
Great.
I wonder if this guy has any trouble with his wife too. I don't know.
That's not a thing I do. That's not a runner in my.
Yes, it absolutely is.
I'm trying to think. That's yikes. Well,
is it?
I guess we'll see. I don't think that's necessarily a constant. A lot of my characters.
You have a guy that's dating the Statue of Liberty. You have a Plate in Beauty and the Beast who is divorcing or something happened with.
Broke up with his toilet.
Broke up with the wife.
Girlfriend.
You have a Christian mingle dater, someone who's trying to get back in there.
And let me say, just listing that information makes me sound like a true sociopath, a crazy person. Just listing those things should be in some sort of murder documentary.
It's true. We shouldn't list anything. No more lists. Okay?
Yeah, no more lists. The list. Nothing good can come from a list.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so sorry. Austin says no Bill Burr Baggins. We're sad. I know. I'm sorry.
A character that Eric called 2 weeks ago, I want to say, that we were going to do our name-based pun characters.
We're going to do a whole show.
Ira Glass Clay was mine, and yours was Bill Burr Baggins.
So good. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do it.
Yeah, I definitely. It will happen.
Okay. But in the meantime, we should see another character. What do you say?
I think that's a fantastic idea. Why don't you take this one all the way to the outfield?
Great. I'm so pumped for this character. At first glance, I'm really glad I took a second look at the name of this character because I almost just said 9/11. Instead, let's welcome to the Rectangles 911's hottest phone operator.
Woo!
Another day of saving lives. 911, what's your emergency? A car crash? How many people are injured? I'm sending emergency personnel right away. Don't worry, sir. Everything will be fine. Thank you. I'm just doing my job. There is something in the air today. Smoke? Oh, your car's on fire. Yes, fire trucks will be arriving right away. 911, what's your emergency? An intruder's in the house. Can you repeat that? A broken window. I'm sorry, your accent, is it Scottish? You're not from around here. Yes, I like it. Your accent. Do you need emergency assistance? Of course I'm worried about you. Give me your number. Oh, for the emergency! Stop! I'm at work. Okay. I just sent you a text with a little ambulance so you know it's me. You hang up first. I always hang up first. 911. What's your emergency? You fell in the shower. You must be soaking wet. No, don't hang up. Don't hang up. Oh, it's always so hard when they ghost you. 911, what's your emergency? I'm the one you need. I can do choking. Your wife? Choking your wife? Oh no, that's a whole nother story. Oh, I hate when they call. 911, what's your emergency? You want to fuck me sideways? Oh, your car flipped off the highway. I swear you said the other thing. 911, what's your emergency? Derek, I told you never to call me here. We have broken up. Someone stabbed you in the back? Well, that makes 2 of us.
Yeah, so good.
Heartbreaker. Jesse Ballard, everybody.
It's great. Jesse Ballard playing a 911 operator in the busiest city in America.
Absolutely.
A lot of emergencies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to say I stole my phone prop from my corporate office job. So,
Yes.
corporations are still fueling art.
Yes, it's true.
They're not donating to the National Endowment for the Arts, but they are providing stolen props for anyone who can grab them.
What a dream.
So that's your phone on your desk?
It's not my phone, but it is a phone that lived under my desk for like 6 months. And I looked at my coworker one day and I was like, what if I took this? And he was like, do
what
it.
if you did?
They also have, it's like a company that, I don't know, they just buy excess furniture. So like half the chairs in my living room are just from my job.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
I do have kind of a corporate vibe going on in my living room, but I'm like, chairs are free.
I was gonna say I can't imagine it's the most like it's a lot of just like strong back chairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of white, a lot of tan. And I'm like, no, whatever.
The water
keeps you
cooler in the
busy.
corner.
Yeah.
Yes.
I fully built a cubicle for my cat. I'm like, you stay over there.
So funny. Have you ever worked a corporate job, Justin?
Not. I went I feel like there are 2 routes when you move to the city, trying to make it in the biz. Temping or waiting tables, and I did waiting tables and bartending the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, the temping side sounds cool because you can just bail and not give a fuck. But I just always like waiting tables. You could also bail and not give a fuck. And I was like, oh, but also I'm serving wine to people and everyone's having a party.
Yeah, waiting tables is the difference is you can also be drinking on the job, and in fact you should be at some point. So.
Yeah, we had staff meetings at the restaurant I worked at the longest, Jolie in Brooklyn, and that meant we would go and drink tequila shots at like 9 and 11 every night.
That's so funny. It's amazing. I can't help but notice, Jesse, you got some tattoos. I'm obsessed with tattoos currently. Could I see what you got?
Wow.
I got a lamp.
Yes.
Nice.
That's so good.
I've got a little fork and knife.
Yes.
I've
love
got
it.
Ear.
Ah.
That is so cute.
And then my leg, I've got lucky.
The word lucky?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Justin, you also have something written on you, right, Justin?
I have the word true tattooed, like just right underneath my waistline right here.
Right underneath my waistline is a really nice way to say in my genitals.
It's groin adjacent. I'll admit. That's what characters welcome after dark. That's what we get into the real terminology.
Mm-hmm.
That's on at midnight.
Yeah, that's for a later time. Jesse, do you have anything you want to plug or promote? You got anything new or fun coming up?
I've got a show at Fiction Bar in East Williamsburg this Saturday at 7:30. It's I'm doing 2-prov, and we've also got musical comedians.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. I love 2-prov. What do you guys have a particular format that you do?
We do I guess kind of like long form narrative. We tend to stay the same characters the whole time and go through a journey.
My favorite. I love.
Yeah. It's my favorite way to play. So when I got the opportunity, I was like, we're just going to do that, right? So
that's great.
That's so cool. I'm so jealous. I haven't been able to do that in so long. And those are some of the most vivid memories of doing improv like 10, 12 years ago. We're doing like long 2-prov scenes where we would get to places and I was like, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. And just the random ties that come together.
You've been like 7 characters talking to each other. Yeah, it's so fun.
What is happening? Oh, that's great, though. That's super exciting. That's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much
for
stopping.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, it was awesome. And right after this, I will be calling your workplace and telling them that
They were
But we will
like,
be
yeah, we told her
recording.
to take it. They were like, that's honestly great. We have too much.
Perfect.
Too many
See you, Jesse.
landlines.
Thank you so much.
See you,
Bye.
Jesse.
That's great. Andy says, "What's two-prov?" That is two-person improv.
Yes,
you can
sort of the expected amount of people on stage during an improv set is like 6 to 8, I would guess. And two prov, a little more focused, a little more chance you don't have to interrupt people to talk as much.
And I think on Netflix there was there's two like Nick Kroll and probably also Nick Kroll doing two prov, right?
Nice. What? Oh, do
You
you
know-
mean Middleditch and Ben?
Who's Ben?
Thomas Middleditch and Ben Schwartz?
Ben Schwartz. Yes, Ben Schwartz. Neither of them are Nick Kroll, but they do
That's correct.
improv on Netflix. You can check that out.
But they're both Nick Kroll and groin adjacent.
Yeah. True, dude. Did it hurt? Did your true tattoo hurt?
Nah, that was fine. That was years ago. I don't even remember actually the sensation. I would sort of want to get more tattoos. I don't know.
You should
haven't
get
really
tattoos.
done it. I haven't done it. Maybe we'll see.
You should get more tattoos. Tattoos are fun.
They are fun. The last time I talked about it was working on the show that I most recently worked on, 101 Place to Party Before You Die, where the two hosts, John Gabris and Adam Pally, got tattoos. And we talked about coming back for a second season and getting tattoos. So hopefully we'll come back. And actually, I should say, the season 1 drops on HBO Max this Sunday.
Yo.
So check it out. That's new news that, to be honest, we didn't even know about until yesterday. So
Whoa. But
it's supposed to be after the new year, but I think it's a good sign. They seem to like it enough that they're putting it on
putting
HBO
it on right
Max.
now.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's amazing.
Complete.
I will definitely be checking it out because you're in several episodes, right?
Yep, you'll see me pop up in especially some of the later episodes. You can see flashes of me randomly in the first few, but then in Portland and other episodes, I definitely talk and pop up.
That's great. That's awesome. I'm actually super excited to watch that. That's gonna be really, really great. So
It's a super fun show if you haven't watched it, and now that it's on HBO Max, it's actually accessible as opposed to on True TV linear television.
It was a little bit tough when you were like, "Hey, buy this thing so you can see it."
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will definitely watch it now.
You can binge it all day and lead right into the House of Dragon.
Perfect, which I think is a really good shot chaser for this type of show.
100%. House of Drinking, House of Dragon.
Well, that's a good character. Speaking of, somebody pitched Dwayne the Rock Bottom earlier. That is a good character. That's a good character.
I love a sack. Yeah.
Dwayne the Rock Bottom is so funny.
Can you smell what the Rock Bottom is cooking? Because I have COVID and I lost my sense of taste.
That's really good. That's really good. Because I haven't had an appetite in weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not hungry. Dwayne the Rock Bottom. So good. Massive cheat day. Yeah, once a month. All right. We should move on to our next character. What do you say, Justin?
I say let's do it.
I'm so excited for this guy. He is I think it's safe to say this guy is a friend of the show.
Oh,
Always great when they come on.
Yeah.
I love
Happy
it.
to hear you say that. Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm a huge fan of this person's whole body of work, truly.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to see what they bring tonight. Please welcome to the Rectangles, the Devil.
Wow.
Schön, schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber.
Good evening, mortals. You know it. I go by many names: Beelzebub, Satan, Chris Pratt, Elon Musk kid, whose name is Numbers, of course. But you know me best as the Devil. What a couple of years I've had. Wow. Not to take a victory lap, but God, and I don't say this lightly, whoops, damn, I've been crushing it. COVID, environmental collapse, NFTs, the end of the Choco Taco, all me, that's right. Good luck finding a taco that's Choco, losers. Eric, shout out to you, my man. You're always one of my favorite young vassals. You all knew that Eric was with the devil, right? Come on. This guy just got a new apartment without a credit card. Yeah. He did some blood stuff, pentagrams, reversed a mermaid, huge devil thing. Keep pushing that Honeycrisp apple stuff too, my dog, because that fruit is evil. The apple I used to tempt Eve, you know that shit was a Honeycrisp. Anyway, I popped into this live stream because I need a little human help. It's been getting, I've been getting so many big W's in the evil department. It's leaving me a little shorter on bad guy stuff. So I need to freshen up the old evil tickaloos, if you know what I mean. Second quarter soul earnings are not great. I've had to lower myself to some pretty lame evil. I'm the Prince of Darkness for Antichrist's sake, but you know what evil I did this week? I got one of the Try Guys to cheat on his wife. I tempted Judas into fucking up a pretty epic supper, and now it's taken me 6 months to get some Try Guy to dry hump a coworker on a foosball table in their office. I can't believe they even have an office. Come on, Satan, you're better than this. So I made a list of some other evil I could try and do to get back on track. Quick sidebar, a list is the most evil way to say stuff. And I approve of any host on this show leaning into lists in general. So here we go. Spitballing here. What if I had Harry Styles fuck up another movie like he did with Don't Worry, Darling? Like maybe he shows up in Avatar and tail fucks Vin Diesel? Anybody on that? Pretty good idea, I think. Okay, what if I made all beer pumpkin beer?
No.
Eric? No? Too
Bad.
You're right. Not good. Bad. Okay. Too far. Thank you, Vassal. Thank you, Vassal. Okay, how about I bring back Queen Elizabeth, but she's now made out of corgis. Like, follow me in this. She's 4 corgis stacked end to end with a tiny crown on top, sort of like my little horns. And she eats out of her guards' hands and then poops into their hats. Huh? Pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, how about this? What if I let Ryan Reynolds do like whatever he wants in pop culture? Like no consequences for that guy, huh? Would that be? Oh, I'm actually already doing that. I'm so sorry. Okay. This is a good one. What if I made all the stuff you want to do bad for you and all the stuff that's good for you straight up suck? Like how fettuccine Alfredo tastes really good, but it legit takes years off your life. And quinoa is good for you, but it's like eating bugs. You know what I mean? It's like people dress it up, but it looks, smells, and tastes like you're eating a handful of ladybugs. That's some delicious evil, I like to think. Okay. This was good market testing. Eric, I'll see you at our weekly meetings in your shallow bathtub. And anyone who's listening, I just changed your mute button so it only works sometimes. So good luck farting on your next work Zoom.
Oh boy. Justin Tyler, everybody. So funny. Those are so funny. We really do just let Ryan Reynolds get away with all of it, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, just I do a comic book show, and one of the other hosts of that show has said for years, why make Deadpool movies when the only part that works are the Deadpool marketing moves? The little videos he releases around that. And he just gets to do whatever he wants. Shout out to Jorge in the comments. Yes, these are cat ears. These are cat ears.
They are cat ears.
I Crayola'd devil onto them.
They look devilly in the sense they don't look very devil. Are you planning on performing this character on Sunday, Justin?
I'm not. This was more one I was writing for the show tonight. There's a topicality to it that I hope we're not still talking about the Try Guys tomorrow morning, or definitely not of the weekend.
I cannot believe that I had no fucking clue that these guys were real. I did not know.
You didn't know about the Try Guys?
Did you know about the Try Guys?
I did, and I'll tell you why. Only through work things. I worked on a show that was like a ripoff. I directed a show that was a ripoff of the Try Guys, like a few years ago, where we had like random people try to break dumb world records. And then later, I worked on the Try Guys. Recently, did a show for the Food Network, and I like did punch up for them basically.
You punched up for wow. What?
I punched up before. I didn't punch up them personally. I punched up like the show.
What do they do?
They try different stuff.
That's their thing.
I mean, they're very popular. But there's no. I know the joke of the Try Guys is I don't know who the Try Guys are.
I really
But they
didn't.
are a YouTube sensation.
Like Mr. Beast level. Like who are these guys?
I don't know. I feel like Zakor Zeppelin says it right. I had heard of them. I never watched one video. That's where I'm at as well.
How many subscribers do we think they have on YouTube?
Oh, they have millions.
Millions?
Yeah. Any personality that has jumped from the internet to regular television, probably up around 1 million. Because those are the kind of numbers that TV is like 1 million. Yum yum.
Yum yum. They have 8 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That is a lot. Look at you. You're mad. Now you're getting mad. Now you see the devil has done his work by just bringing up the Try Guy.
I must become Ned. I must become the next Try
I will be the new Ned.
What if I tried even trier?
I'll try not to fuck someone I work with.
No, I won't fuck them. I'll just date them for years.
Yes. And even though I'm doing that, they'll still kick me out of the group, apparently. Taking away my only source of income.
I was gonna say, if you do it on Sunday, I have one of the best devil masks that has ever existed. It is frighteningly good.
I can't get in on that. It's too evil.
Too evil. It is too evil. I have all of the parts for a devil costume. I could literally outfit you like you're being drafted into the devil army with everything.
You have different devils. You have like this is more of a mid 19th century devil. Are you looking for a late 19th century? Okay, I'll be right back with that one.
This is like a steampunk kind of gothic devil. Yeah. Oh boy. They started as a BuzzFeed, and now they're just their own YouTube channel. That's crazy.
Robin Richmond gets it.
Try Guys.
Yeah.
Craziest thing we're talking about. My only interaction I've had with like another famous YouTube channel. Do we all know who is it Markiplier? Do you know who Markiplier is?
No.
Chat,
Markiplier?
Who Markiplier is? I'm sure some of you know who this guy is. Let me see how many followers he has on YouTube. He has 34 million subscribers on YouTube.
Wow, that is a strong amount.
And somebody messaged me because he does a thing where he just does reaction videos where he watches a bunch of YouTube videos back to back to back to back and like just reacts to them. And I don't know how he got a hold of it, but one of the videos was my reverse mermaid character. And one, he hated it. And then two, his whole video, he was doing it live on YouTube, got taken down because I used copyright music in my reverse mermaid thing. So his shit gets taken down and he's like, what's happening? He's like, it's the fucking mermaid video.
That's so funny.
He was so mad. Yeah. So there you go.
That's revenge. Like, why the fuck would you feature random videos and react to them and hate on them? It's like, that's just nuts.
I don't know. I mean, I don't care that he hated it. I'm totally.
No, I just think that's a strange way to spend your time. You're like, hey, look at this shit I found. I hate it. Later, trash. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
I will say he does do a funny thing that we stole for this. He does do Smash or Pass with all the Pokemon. He just goes through 800 Pokemon and it's like Smash or Pass. That's so funny. That is Pokemon that look way too human. 2 arms, 2 legs. Yeah. That's going to be a smash from me, no matter what else is going on with that Pokemon.
Really, that's sort of a Maginot line for you of like fuckability.
No, not for people, but certainly for.
No, I'm talking about like imaginary things. You're like any sort of. I'm not trying to talk about any sort of actual human situation. You're insinuating. I'm saying like if you see a drawing of something, you're like, it's got 2 arms and 2 legs. bring it over here. I'm gonna fantasize about it tonight.
Yeah, as soon as it has 2 arms and 2 legs, to me, it gets me past the uncanny valley and into you got 2 arms and 2 legs, you got holes. And
Yeah.
we're gonna
Wow.
figure it out.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. Robin Richmond, Mr. Mime is easily the most fuckable Pokemon. Agreed. Mr. Mime, it's very strange that Mr. Mime's a Pokemon. The whole thing is like they're animals, they evolve, and then you got a male mime who's hanging around.
It is strange. It's even stranger when you think about the context. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay, but that picture, you found the most fuckable picture you found someone else's fantasy. Yeah, these are just regular pictures of those Pokemon that are still like, that's a human person. That's a person. Mr. Mime is even weirder in the context of being like one of the original Pokemon, because now there are tons of Pokemon that are like 2 arms, 2 legs, basically a person. But back in the day, there were none like that almost. And then there's Mr. Mime just existing.
Yeah, I'm basically a Pokemon right now with these devil cat ears on.
Yeah, you're like Listosaur or something like that for sure. Here's the other thing: Pokemon say their own name, so
I'm well aware.
You would just be like Justin, right?
You're really taking my fantasy down a couple notches. I mean, like, yeah, you list stuff, and then you're just known by your name. You just say your name over.
Oh, that's your thing, right? And people like it. One of my greatest ideas that never came to fruition because I'm too lazy is I wanted to make a competitive card game called Congressman, and it is like pictures of our real members of Congress like in battle positions and like a playable card game. And then every year every like couple of years when there's an election, you release a booster pack with the new Congressman that have been released.
That's very funny, but that sounds like absolute hell to actually play. What is the gameplay like? They fight each other over a policy that they're
it's a card game. I mean, who cares? Like people release
who cares?
People release indie games all the time that don't make any sense and have 7,000 rules and people buy them, right? So this would be like that. Congressman.
Oh, nice. Got to elect them all.
Good, right? I think it could be a really fun thing. Yeah.
Oh no, I got Mark Meadows.
Yeah. Oh no. So it's like I play Mark Meadows and I tap his whatever policy he votes for, like ability, and that lets me do this, right?
Yeah.
I had it all up here.
Nice, good. That's where the best place for your ideas is in your brain.
Keep them in your head. Yeah, I mean.
Yes, I mean he has some definite threat ability.
Yeah,
Dan Crenshaw, I believe is his name.
I don't know. You don't say that. Don't say his name 2 more times, or he fucking appears.
Yeah.
Scary dude. Folks, we have 2 pieces of news for you right now. One of them is unfortunately very sad. One of them is also unfortunately non-negotiable. Justin?
Yes, hello. I agree with Eric's statement. Of course, we've come to the end of the comedy rope here tonight.
It's
not
tough.
right now, right after this next character. We're not there yet.
We are down to our final incredible character of the night. If you like what we've done tonight, though, get this. You can see us live on a stage in Brooklyn in a basement with beers on Sunday at 8 p.m. Fight those Sunday scaries with us. And try to catch a foul ball from yours truly. If I do this character, I don't know. I'm not committed.
If you catch the ball, it's an out. Eric is out.
I am out.
He has to leave immediately.
I gotta go, folks. That's the long and the short of it. So that's the one piece of news. Second piece of news, of course, after this performer performs, there is no more comedy tonight.
Yeah, you gotta
no more laughs.
Put all your guffaws, your giggles, and of course your tickaloos have to go to bed.
Yeah, I noticed you shoehorned your little tickaloos in there. Oh, also,
it really bothers you.
Yeah, I love it.
You don't like the word tickaloos.
The other thing, you kind of self-owned by saying that the original apple that caused the downfall of mankind because it was too delicious to be able to be like ignored was a Honeycrisp. Why would you do that, Justin?
Because to me, it's not everyone. I want everyone to have their own apple preference. But I'm just saying Honeycrisp is a sucker's apple. And I'll tell you what, I prove it. There it is. I went apple picking this weekend, and that's what I had to say about Honeycrisp.
Horrible. I don't like that at all.
I scared a lot of kids by flipping off that sign and like thrusted my groin adjacent area at the side and like really owning
trying to
honey.
figure it out. One of my favorite and now most embarrassing things is that photos now take like you can hold the photo and it shows you like 2 seconds beforehand and like a second afterhand of it, and you can literally see you like probably like steel yourself up to do this and then just be like a regular guy again. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah, I'm just much more like, oh, no one saw me do that, right?
It's
just
okay.
looking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny. All right, let's welcome out our last guest of the night. I am so sorry. All right, I have to go. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Izzy. Good to see you. Let's welcome out our very final character of the night. God, this fucking guy.
Love this. Yeah, please welcome out to the rectangles the rich fiancé of the woman you love.
Wow.
Hi, honey. Sarah, you brought your handsome mailman to the party. How novel. My, Lane Montrose. Yes, of the Boston Montroses. Sarah, no, you go get a drink. I'm going to have a little chat with the handsome mailman. Right. Listen, you're a mailman, all right? You deliver the mail, and that means you're poor. I'm Lane Montrose, yes, of the Boston Montroses. My family in chairs. Am I rich? Well, let's just say that for every chair sold, I get $12. You do the math. So if you think I'm just going to let you romance my petite fiancée, bingo, baby. Clink, Lane likey. You see, she and I have a deal. She gets to sleep with as many hot mailmen as she wants, and that's the whole deal, actually. And it's not even a deal. It's more like I told her, honey, if you see a mailman you like, don't hold back. You see, hot mailman, when you have as much chair money as I do, you eventually tire of the conventional sources of pleasure. Hugging people, kissing people, who cares? Knowing that your petite fiancé is being pleasured by someone who handles the mail, now I'm listening. And why, yes, hot mailman, it is a kinky class thing about mail specifically. Something about her being pleasured by someone who touches mail. The thing only used by dirty old people and the government. Their skin is rubbing on the same thing your skin rubs on, and your skin is rubbing on hers. How lurid. How bizarre. How do you people live like this? And then again, it's not like there ever was much passion between Sarah and I. It's an arranged marriage. Her family invented tables. You get it. So, thank God she's down to pump and dump the hot, emotionally disposable mailmen of the world like you, huh? Oh God, hot mailman. Are you upset? There's like goo coming out of your eyes. Lane, no likey. You really had feelings from my fiance, didn't you? You thought you were in a whirlwind opposite sides of the tracks romance after a meet cute by the mailbox. Little did you know I was just out of sight with opera glasses going, yes! Yes! No idea you were a pawn in a game, psychosexual game for the elite, like everything else. Here. Have a chair. No, please. No, I insist. Please, I feel terrible. Please take it. Listen, I have so many of them. No? Okay, all right. Listen, I'll make it up to you. Watch. Ding, 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 ding. Listen up, lawn party. Ding, 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 ding. Lawn party. Thank you for coming. We're about to get to the part of every lawn party where we list the 10 people here with the lowest net worths and then hunt them for sport. When that happens, let me make one thing very clear. This hot mailman is not to be killed. You may wound, but not in such a way that prevents him from crushing my petite fiancée with his toned body sometime in the future. Because if you do, I promise, none of you will ever sit in a chair again. Got it? Now, your crossbows are by the pool shed. Go have fun. There. Feel better?
Yes, Graham.
Yes, Graham Techer,
Wow.
everybody.
That's really
Hi,
good.
guys.
This is really good. So funny.
Thanks, buddy.
Really
Very
good.
fun.
Also, not, I mean, we were just because we were talking about this. Justin, you have a list thing and a guys with wives thing. Justin, Graham, I feel like I can count several pieces that are very specific fetishes. Guys with really specific.
Sure, yeah.
There's this
Well,
piece. There's
yeah.
the cartoonist that likes
There's
to
the
be.
cartoonist.
Ethel.
Yeah.
Mhm. I will say that the Hobbit's Mill character, although not
I
a
love
fetish, it is kind of like a thing that he's.
I would say
become-
a fixation for sure.
Nice. Way to draw sort of a thin line between.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh, I'll admit that I'm a repetitive comedian.
Yeah, yeah, Eric, I don't know if you know this, but we don't like to be called out for our patterns.
I will no. Wait, I have two things that I've been holding in for watching the preceding show. One for each host. Justin, before you said that, before you confirmed that you got your true tattoo, your true groin tattoo, before working on your show on True TV, I was like, wait, did he just secretly reveal that True TV brands all their employees with ink?
Yeah. Oh, the Impractical Jokers are covered with true tattoos. One for every season.
Yeah, one for every season. And then Eric, for you, can I add to the lore of the quarterback character real quick?
Yes.
So the first time I saw Eric do that character was the first time he'd done it in a while because he wanted to stop doing it with real beer because he kept throwing up. And I saw him beforehand. He had purchased a bottle resealer and was meticulously adding yellow food coloring flavored water into these Corona bottles and then resealing them with like this big machine that he had gotten off of Amazon. And then I watched him do the character, and then he immediately went to the bathroom and threw that up too. He can't win. He really can't win.
Turns out my body has gotten used to beer in a way that I'm now allergic to water. I can't have water.
Wow. That's bad.
Not good.
Not good.
God damn.
The horrible toxicity of whatever yellow number 9 you were using.
It's true.
Graham, I feel like you had a busy summer. Your play was up at 59 East 59.
I did,
theater.
yeah. I had a play running this summer. That was that was the whole summer. That was running the whole summer.
That's amazing.
That's so awesome.
Thanks, man.
So what is when a play like that finishes its first run? Like what happens? I've always
You go to your sister's wedding and you get COVID. What else? What else? Ask any playwright in New York City. They'll tell you the same thing.
And that play was called, correct me if I'm wrong, A Proposito D. Davis, right?
No, I can see you're trying to poke some light fun at my Italian inside Llewyn Davis poster, but that can't be right because that's not something.
There's no way anyone could make fun of having that.
This is the thing. I've had this poster since I moved to my first apartment in New York, where I was like, listen, it's New York. Everyone's gonna have an inside Llewyn Davis poster. If I want to stand out,
in French. Mine's a French version.
I have to get a European poster of this movie instead.
You simply must. But yeah, congratulations about your play. That's so fucking awesome. And you're doing tons of stuff. You're doing a bunch of like VO work for several cartoons, right?
A while ago, yeah. Fingers crossed. I'm coming back on those, but we'll see. If I do, I'll get another. If I do, I'll get a True TV tattoo. Even though none of the shows are on True TV.
Man, please do. Do you have any?
I would get any tattoo besides a True TV tattoo because I feel like any current True TV tattoo may be the only remnants of that network pretty soon.
Wow. Holy shit. Hey, you hear that if you're watching? Everyone from True TV?
Huge
encouraging words from True TV employee Justin Tyler. I don't have any tattoos. No, my mother is not to call her out, but she's deathly afraid of tattoos. And
she doesn't like it.
Afraid of them.
I could get them, but I would just have to make the calculus that I would be breaking her heart. She called me in a like she woke up from a nightmare and she called me and she said, Graham, I just had this horrible nightmare. I said, oh, Mom, it's fine. She was like, it was about you. I said, oh, Mom, it's fine. I'm really fine. She said, I dreamed that you had 2 full arm sleeve tattoos like a basketball player. She was like,
wow.
Like a basketball player.
I said, oh, that was it. And then she said, but then I realized it was fine. You didn't have tattoos. You had just broken both of your arms. And that was
thank
what
God.
he really doesn't want me to get those tattoos. Not that I would get full tattoos, but
you were at a tattoo parlor, the tattoo gun about to go into your skin right when that she called.
And you had specifically said, make me look like a basketball player.
Yeah, I said, Mom, I gotta go. I gotta cancel an appointment.
Yeah. That is so well, that's understandable then. If your mother was not against it, would you be a tattooed person, you think?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think so. It's tough. Like you if you think you're not a tattoo person and then you move to Brooklyn, it's just a constant bombardment of people who look great with them and people who don't. But mostly, like, I feel like I see people with tattoos and I'm like, that's cool. I gotta admit,
cool, yeah,
that's cool.
Sure. Rarely do I see one where I'm like, this is not good. And I will call this out. If my old neighbor Jason is watching right now, Jason has a tattoo that he got when he was very young that is also so dark, apparently it cannot be covered up because it is very dark black, and it is in a highly embellished font his first name down his forearm, Jason, and it's huge.
Down his forearm.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yes, it just says Jason.
I mean, that's really funny to have your own name tattooed in a place where it's like,
there it is. It's me.
When I was in college, we did a Greek play, and so everyone wore togas. And this one dude who was like, he's sort of a big dude. He played like one of the, like, he came in and like lit the place on fire. And he had a baby Pluto tattooed out right here on his arm.
So cute.
Which is like, what a mistake in 2 ways: to get Pluto in general, and then to be like, you know what? I'm gonna go with baby Pluto.
Let's do baby Pluto.
Age
I like
down.
that. Yeah, that was before the age of Baby Yoda. Before it was okay to baby things, right?
Yeah, he couldn't baby. He was an innovator in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's true.
That
Graham,
guy's name was Dave Filoni, the creator of Mandalorian.
Graham, where else could we find you do comedy this Sunday if we wanted to see more of it?
Specifically this Sunday? Well, there's really only one place. Either a Zoom meeting at my day job beforehand where I'll be firing off little quips.
Ooh, I sort of want to go to that.
Yeah, come along. And then I will be also at Union Hall at doors at 7:30, show at 8. Was that correct?
That's correct.
Love to I will say for anyone who is like who's watching this, who's like available to come. I went as an audience member last time you did a show at Union Hall, and it was absolutely some of the most fun I've ever had in my life. And I got so drunk that I almost died on my bike on the way back. But there were no cars on the road. It was just me. It was all me. Yeah. There was no nothing was threatening me. It was just I was my own worst enemy.
It was man versus man.
It was man versus self.
Man versus his own nature.
That doesn't convince you to come to the show. I don't know what will.
It will be fun. There's shuffleboard. There's a weird library that it's unclear if you're allowed to stand there. It's a great place.
Great venue. Very excited.
You've made a strong case. I'm going to be there.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. And you're going to be doing your musical character, correct, Justin?
That's 100% accurate.
Okay, great. Yeah.
List of notes.
Yeah, list of notes.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol.
C, D.
Okay, I made a list of potential notes I'll be singing today. C sharp, maybe.
Apparently, a lot of question marks in that list if you're shrugging them up.
Really good.
Maybe.
Let me, and I feel like I didn't give you a proper plug. Please, what else are you doing right now, Graham?
Oh no, that is the thing that I want to. That's the thing I want to plug. I mean, yeah, that's my social media handle down there. And I'll put anything that happens on there too. So that's the best place to find me.
That's the way.
Perfect.
Give him that follow.
Graham, miss you so much. Can't wait to see you on Sunday.
I can't wait to
miss you
hang.
guys too. Very excited to hang, and thank you guys for having me on the show. It's a blast.
So we'll see you soon, buddy.
We'll see you soon. Later.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's me.
Holy shit.
That's scary. That was
what happened there.
Folks, we did it. Thank you so much for checking us out again. This is truly a 75-minute highlight of my week. I love it.
It's true. It's fun every single time. Great to have all of the guests, you, Sir Eric. And let me answer a question here. Z-Core Zeppelin 10. Wait, when is the show going to be on HBO Max? This Sunday, October 2nd. All the episodes will be there, so please check it out. Hopefully it'll be like plastered all over the front page.
Oh, what a dream. That's going to be so awesome. I can't wait to check it out. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you to you in particular, Chad. Thank you to JFL, Spencer Griffin. Thank you to the best tech in the goddamn biz, Jorge.
Jorge, there he is.
The best VO artist in the goddamn biz as well. Thank you.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I'd love to do more.
Dude,
wow, okay. Here we go.
I'll write more characters that aren't actually characters in the future. Thanks, buddy. Jorge, you will not be. Fans who want to get your autograph will not be able to see you on Sunday.
They will not be able to see me this Sunday, unfortunately. However, I'll say it here now. The next live show you do, I will try to be there.
That's good enough. He's going to be a try guy when it comes to coming to see our
show.
That's pretty good.
I would love to.
I am cheating on your show with another.
No,
that tracks. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh boy! After internal review, we've decided that Jorge is no longer the best tech in the biz, but just a tech in the biz.
He's a tech in the biz.
Well, the most important thing to me right now is teching, so I'm going to focus my attention on teching.
Good. That's good. I have to turn inward to my tech family at this difficult
moment. My tech and my kids.
Oh, so good. Which is Kurt Cruz, correct?
It's just Kurt Cruz.
That's right. Very nice.
Call me Dad.
Yeah.
Folks, we'll see you next week. Come back. Come Sunday. We are going to have ourselves a time.
All right.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.